All right. Oh, we're on. We're live, baby.
We did it.
We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, we're doing one of my favorite episodes of Wesam's World here in a little bit. We're doing Guys Night, where I get to hang out with my favorite group of guys.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah, and all of our shenanigans. Real quick, before we start, I want to say thank you, Peyton. You've been doing such a great job on the show. Me and Michael appreciate you so much.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate you all.
Yeah, you've really been just kicking ass, and we love your attitude, and thank you for everything, man.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have this opportunity without you.
Oh, yeah, well, of course. So you're welcome.
Yes, I should be thanking you.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, you should be thanking me.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this live on Adobe Radio, do me a favor, tweet at me. My Twitter handle is @WesamKeish. Let me know if you're listening in, if you're having a good time. We wanna talk with you guys while the show is going on. I love doing that with you all. And by the way, another surge of followers on our Patreon and social media.
Oh yeah.
Thank you to everybody who's signed up. Seriously, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. We love the loyal fans. And if there's anything in the show that really stuck out to you, message me. The Wesam's World account. Message Peyton, Michael. Let us know. We love to interact with you guys, believe it or not. And I think that's about it. And for housekeeping, you know what? Let's not delay this anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Jonte LaGrosse, Isiah Adams, William Keish for Guys Night. Oh, you forgot the music, didn't you, Peyton?
You
forgot
playing.
the music.
It claims it's playing.
Wait.
No,
hold on.
What is happening?
Michael is not here today. If you're listening to this live right now, Michael is not here. And
what?
We can't not play the music. Ladies and gentlemen, this is live.
Volume's all the way up.
Uh-oh. It's not playing, though. Is it recording? Please tell me we've been recording.
Oh, we're recording.
Okay, just making sure we're recording, sir. There it is! All right.
Closing works. This is
all right, you know what?
Music.
Let's bring him in.
Same thing, though.
Same thing. All right, come on in. Oh! Yeah. Oh, okay. If you're watching on YouTube, Jonte is doing something called dancing. William is higher than a kite. And Josh.
No, I'm a little bit more.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
No. And Josh has come in with a cup of coffee, aka beer. Dude, you dropped everything already. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dropped the ball.
Guys, welcome. Welcome, or not, no welcome.
Thank you.
That's
thank
funny.
you. Yeah.
Well,
Good to be
whatever.
here. Good
yeah,
to be here.
That's common courtesy. Usually somebody says welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
This guy books a guest spot on a television show, and he doesn't even give me the time of day anymore. Welcome, Jonathan. He's like,
You've changed, dude.
Dude, you've changed.
so
You know,
that?
I wish you were here 10 minutes ago before you came.
Oh, what happened?
If you're a Patreon supporter,
What happened?
I'm doing the Patreon behind the scenes video before the episode starts, and I'm going, hey, Jonte, you know, like, isn't it great? You know, he booked his first. He booked his co-star job. I'm talking about you. You know, the job you just.
You didn't say
booked.
co-star.
I didn't say co-star. That's right.
You
I didn't say
you booked a good job. Yeah.
Right, you booked a good job. And I went on about it a little bit, and he's like, yeah, man, it was a great experience or whatever. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm talking about Isiah, not you. You already shot yours weeks ago. And when this comes out months ago, we're talking about Isiah here, okay? Not everything's about you now, Jonte. Even though we're happy
you
for you.
booked some big, it's not all about you, dude. All right.
Congratulations. Hey, cheers to Isiah.
Let's
cheers to
congratulate
Isiah.
Okay. I'll get water all over me. It's coffee.
It's not coffee at all. That's old beer. It's bad right now, right? It's not the best beer, that beer.
I haven't tried that. That was the Mumford one.
Oh, that was the Mumford one.
That'll
Okay.
be next, yeah.
Mumford one's
We'll see.
good.
It's definitely.
Can we give real quick a special shout out to Mumford for the beer? We appreciate you guys. We also have a little medley here tonight. The next Guys Night we do, which we'll try to plan in advance because of our busy schedules. December, we're hoping for a little maybe a Christmas brew, perhaps of some sorts.
Yeah,
a little holiday brew.
Brewing next week.
Really?
For the show, yeah.
Wow, that is exciting.
How long does it take?
I mean, brew day is 6 hours long, and then to
Wow.
ferment this beer will probably only be 3 weeks. So yeah,
Okay. That's not too bad.
yeah, it's not bad at all.
No.
Be right, perfect timing.
It'll be great. Maybe, and then at that time, maybe I will also have some news to share. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
And William will have some news
Definitely
to share.
will have
Secret
some
project.
news to
Secret
share.
project.
Secret project.
Isn't this awesome? Real quick, let's look at everybody in this room. First of all, Peyton here is getting married this
Congrats,
month when this
man.
comes out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a huge.
Congratulations,
It might have
sir.
already happened.
I thought you
Yeah, maybe.
already got married for
November
some reason.
16th.
Okay.
It's happening.
Yeah,
Congrats.
big things. He's been in LA for a year now. Is that true? 1
That's
year.
it?
It's been 1 year in September.
And his YouTube channel is doing great. Let's
doing
give a
great,
shout out. Where
man.
can people?
Congrats.
Yeah,
It's
That's
just
really great.
Payden. Payden.
Paydon.
Pay him.
Payden.
I'm already a little. Yeah.
Paid him. Yeah.
Paid him. Paid him. Paid him.
Paid
Is
him.
that? What, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
The Tulsa's coming
Pay
out.
him.
Right.
Biden.
Payden.
You're killing it. You've only been a year out here. William's
great.
been out here for 3 years. He has his hit single already out.
Hit single.
Hit
Yes,
single.
his hit
That's
single is
great.
already out. And I'll announce it right now because it's going to happen. He has a music video coming out in January.
It's gonna be good.
And it's going to be my directorial debut,
gonna
which
be
I'm excited
excellent.
about. Jonte, still alive.
43 years here in LA.
43. Wait.
43
I've been living
years
in LA
Dude,
for 43
63
no,
years
no,
in
no.
life.
No, you're 44. Right? No.
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 He's
45.
like 60.
63?
You're in the six. Dude, you're a
Dude,
vampire.
imagine.
He is a vampire.
He's like, no, I'm really 63.
Our old roommate will always say that. I'm a vampire.
That's true. But no, you booked your first guest spot, which is amazing. And can we announce it on air? The name of the show, at
Yeah.
least. Million Little Things.
A million little things.
Awesome.
Absolutely
ABC.
incredible, man. You went
Teacher.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you flew out to Vancouver for it. It was an amazing experience. And you said something earlier on, which I didn't know, but you said Vancouver is like LA.
Yeah, the locals were telling me it's very much like Los Angeles, whereas no one is really from there. They
Yeah.
all they all fly in and
Transplants.
transfer exactly.
Right.
So just like here, it's rare to find a local.
Isaiah.
That's cool.
Isaiah just booked. We won't announce the show because we should wait till it's 100% for sure. But you've basically booked it from
Yeah. I got signed off by the showrunner, but I'm not supposed to know that.
right, and that's
For
fine.
a certain show.
Right. For a certain show.
Insider
And-
trading.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Comes Monday and they're like, yeah, we had to cut you because we heard.
we heard on the hit show Wesam's World. Like what?
Exclusive.
We love the episode though. It was fine. And you've been pinned for the last few months, ever since we came back from our Japan trip. Everybody's been
Yeah.
so close, constantly.
Yeah, I've been pinned 9 times this year.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this one's finally, supposedly, turned into, so, awesome.
That's great.
A lot
Yeah.
of hard work, man.
Thank you.
I have more gray hairs, which I don't know how to feel about that. That's fine. Turning into a silver fox, I believe.
Good, yeah.
Leave it, man.
My gray
Rocking it,
hairs
rocking
are
Embrace
it.
it, dude.
disappearing. They're going backwards.
It's the new.
I think so. Kidding. No?
I
Yes?
don't see him, yeah.
You don't see him? Okay.
But I feel like that's the new, like, the silver fox is in right now.
Yeah.
So,
But my face
If
is
that
still a
happens.
baby face.
yeah, that'd be interesting to see, like, a baby face with a head of silver hair.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It could be your own thing.
I don't like it when you make that sound.
Does your dad have
Gray hair?
silver? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
does?
no. Do
Oh,
we
yeah.
dare say that? My dad
Oh.
has no gray hair.
Come on.
His hair is always black. He doesn't dye his hair. at all.
okay.
Oh, he dyes his hair.
Podcast is over.
Dude, I hate when you do that. I hate when you do that so much. I need another beer.
Makes sense.
Oh,
You
he
guys have
does,
been
yeah.
around each other too much.
Hey, man.
Worst CIA undercover agent ever.
Oh, dude. That's beautiful.
Dude, what is going on? Okay, remember when we went
I
into...
don't get innuendos. Sorry.
Did you win?
It's not. John
Doesn't even get what you're doing.
Okay. You.
How's your weekend?
I literally don't know how to transition.
Where do we go from here?
Well, dude, you missed it yesterday. We walk into the bar right next to Mumford. Okay?
Escondido.
And,
Shut up.
dude, I'm sick and tired.
I will say this: you guys were gone for a while. So did something happen?
No.
Someone had to get a drink.
Someone, yeah, we had drinks at the,
Oh,
at the
okay,
thing.
that
yeah.
makes sense.
But, so we walk in and it's decorated for Halloween. By the way, when you're listening to this, we recorded this like a month ago, basically, when you were listening to this. So everything's decorated for Halloween, and they got this little like baby demon thing on the
I'm
counter.
the last one to enter.
He's the last one to enter, mind you. And we all pass by it, and we're all just like, okay, cool. He comes in, and he's like, oh, whoa, what was that? What is that? And it's like, Jonathan, it's just a Halloween decoration, man.
It's a demon.
It's a fake demon.
It's not a Halloween decoration. It's a demon.
Seriously,
But it's a demon. I'm walking
And
into
we-
a dark.
and all-
It's a dark bar. Not expecting a demon. It's not Halloween yet.
dude.
Close
we-
enough.
And all three of us didn't react to it.
Okay. we all have different. We all have different
Okay.
experiences, different
Okay.
perspectives. All good.
All right,
good.
man. All good.
I see a little baby demon. I jump. It's all
Right.
good.
Or you see a lizard 15 feet away on a rock, and it pushes some rocks down the hill, and you're like, you jump back.
Not
Do you
true.
remember that?
Not true.
What happened then in
That
that
was a
scenario?
Dude, what if there was like a demon hawk?
That was a snake.
A demon hawk that flew by your face as soon as you
See,
entered.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? I said this yesterday. If he saw a real ghost, I think you were there. I told him, like, if you saw a real ghost, your brain wouldn't allow you to process that as a real ghost. You'd be, oh, that's a person.
In such shock, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a guy.
That's a guy. He could be floating in front of you, and your brain would be like, we can't tell him that's a ghost.
I think ghosts know I'm on that list. They have a list.
list.
That's like a no-go. Like, don't mess with them. You'll
like
probably
that.
cause them a heart attack.
Yeah,
I like that
yeah.
idea.
I actually believe that.
Like
I don't
the
even believe in
have a
ghosts,
list.
but I believe in that.
If they do exist, they have a list.
They have a
For
list.
sure.
You're on that top list right there. Like, you will kill him.
Yeah.
You
You gotta
will kill
take it
this
easy
guy.
with this guy. Hold on.
Proceed with caution.
I'm telling you, when I get some money and further along in my career, I'm creating a Travel Channel show for us. And the Travel Channel show will be me telling you guys we're going to this amazing locations all around the world, all expenses paid. All right?
We're going to the rainforest where there's silverback gorillas.
Right,
Yeah. But
right.
I will.
Don't
Are
look.
you-
Don't look.
Oh,
Don't
also,
look.
dude, I thought you got scared of something that touched your leg right now. And I was like, literally, we're in the
All right,
you're
we're not
safe.
doing anything.
We're not
Don't
doing
do
anything.
anything. Why are you scared?
But I would lie to you, both of you, and tell you, oh, we're going to be doing this, and we're doing something completely
We get
different
there
and
and we're
dangerous.
like, wait, what's
running with the
this?
bulls. Oh, is there a festival going on? Yeah, we got to run right now.
Huh?
Dude, that's...
bulls are-
I will run over so many women and children and get away from the bulls. Yo.
My old roommate did that. He did the running with the bulls. He went to Spain. He did it with his brother, and he was telling me about it. And I was like, listening, like, okay.
Can you share anything?
I had my expectations, but him sharing, I was like, oh, okay, I'll never do
legit.
that.
Yeah.
No
it's,
way.
It's legit. Like, you just show up. You kind of, it feels like a marathon. There's just that many people there.
Right.
And then they just open the gates, and everyone's like, just starts running.
Yeah, so
That's
my
so
so my
dangerous.
thing about that, if you love life, why do that? If you love
know
life,
what?
I love
You're
life.
running through
Why
Spain.
would I want to go
People love
into
differently.
a safari to see silverback gorillas? I
People
love
love
my
differently.
life. I saw that video where that gorilla just kind of dragged that full human man body like it was nothing, like
Yeah,
it was
I
a
know.
doll. Why would I want to put myself in that position?
Here's the thing. I don't want to be in that position by myself. With you guys, I want to be in that position in a heartbeat, just for the experience.
We talked
Someone
about
like
this.
me, everyone's gonna get killed because I don't know how to react in a situation
No,
like that.
just you. Yeah, but we talked about
So
this.
you're gonna die.
We were laughing so hard. Like, imagine all of us in the rainforest doing this silverback gorilla like expedition.
That's hilariously awesome.
Can you?
We're
Are you explaining it for the listeners? Because the listeners have no. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I guess they do that. I mean, I don't have any idea about this, but I guess you can go to the rainforest and you do a tour or something with some dude who can guide you through. Like, I don't know how you trust him.
Shaman-ish.
Yeah, he just he guides you through the rainforest, and you're supposed to like see gorillas and then silverback gorillas, I guess. But there's a video that Wesam showed me where there's a group of people that are like doing this adventure, and then there's like a handheld video from a phone where someone is recording this silverback gorilla is getting really close to the people, completely alpha male. Everyone instantly turns beta. Everyone's like diverting their eyes, looking down, like trying not to make eye contact.
Oh shit.
I apologize.
No,
I
I
think
like
I found
that.
the video. Is
That's
that
it.
it?
Oh, that's a video.
I thought it was theme music.
Okay, and then the gorilla just grabs some dude and pulls him and just keeps walking, and everyone is
Yeah, this is it.
Oh,
Right behind you.
look!
they don't do anything,
Look at
dude.
that!
Okay, look at this guy. Just grabs him.
For fun. For fun.
His face. Huh? You know what I love about this video?
I peed in my pants just watching that.
You know what I love about this video? Nobody else did anything.
Oh yeah, they can't.
What are you gonna do? They're just like,
You're done.
He's gone.
oh,
You're done.
he's dead.
He's dead. Shit. Our friend that we brought on this. Oh god.
If that happened to you,
That's what we were joking about, dude. I would be pissing myself. Like
Laughing.
he just grabs
I feel like
Jonte
I'll turn
and
into,
you're
like,
like
Kevin Hart or something. I
simultaneously
think I'm
you're
just
like, I lost my friend, and also what is going on?
dude. Oh shit! A silverback just dragged Jonte.
He's gone.
Oh my god.
Gone,
Like a
just like that.
blanket.
To be
Like a
completely honest,
blanket.
if
going
he
to sleep.
grabs my hand,
I'm
my
going to
foot,
sleep. I need this.
I have no idea of my reaction.
I know,
no
that's a-
idea.
Dude.
To be completely honest, I don't know if it's quiet. I don't know if obviously
Dude.
my heart is pounding. That's all I'm hearing. Don't know if it's an audible.
Just grabs your
response.
leg.
I think if that happens, I'm grabbing somebody too to come with me.
I will let go. I don't know you, dude.
I feel like
why
I
I
would
did
freeze,
this.
honestly.
By the way, I don't know why I did
Sorry.
this. Like, I want to be more beta. Like, no,
Here are my nipples.
no, you're my nipples for the silverback,
I'm all yours.
dude. After and you know what would be the most awkward part? You'd probably be cursing at us the whole hike back. And in the hotel room where we're just sitting there, then we'd start really laughing.
Friendships would definitely end.
Really?
Oh, a silverback dragging me?
I feel like
and
would
I did
strengthen-
not know that's what we were doing. Friendships are done. Yes.
Dude, we get
That was
back
strength.
Suing you for pain and suffering.
Wait. You would seriously end our friendship over that?
Imagine we get back to the
My
hotel.
life almost ended. What do you think?
But
He was flirting with my
you're
life.
getting paid. It's a Travel Channel show.
Well, then I'm gonna sue for more.
What if he
Wait,
raped?
Sam, what would you
if
do?
what if he raped you?
Whoa. Oh my god. If
We get back to the
If-
hotel and everyone's just quiet. No one wants to talk.
like, did he go like inside?
How was your guys' day? Did he go in? How was your guys' day? Just immediately change the subject.
How was the trip? It was fine. Did you guys see gorillas? No.
No, we didn't see any.
We
Zero.
didn't see any Dude. I don't know. Because I saw how we were reacting during the small monkeys on the Japan trip,
Oh my god!
where you left us
You left us, John, to die.
to die.
Those things are vicious.
You didn't stay with the group. If you stayed with the group, we would have been
I
fine.
went with the bigger group.
Dude,
Smart.
I get
Smart.
so
How big
angry.
were the monkeys?
Classic
And then
when he's
Oh,
you
it don't matter
tried to
how
leave
big they
too.
were. If you
So
saw
I was
those
like, let's just
monkeys,
keep
no.
going.
Look,
We'll be good if we just go. And
easy,
you were like,
easy
no,
for
no,
this
no.
guy to talk. You weren't even there.
How big were the monkeys?
Nah,
Okay,
they were vicious.
Big enough to rip your face off.
William, they were this big, and at
Okay.
first, it doesn't seem like when you think about it, you're like, oh, that's not scary. But when you're there, you actually feel.
How many are
the
there?
presence.
attention, the
You're like,
dangerous.
You see, and then when they like randomly just
like-
smile
that's
and you
not
see
fun.
their teeth, you're like, oh shit.
A little girl almost got her face ripped off. Thank God for one of the researcher people that were there to protect her. He saved her life and she didn't know it.
Yeah, and
It
the,
attacked someone while you were
It
there?
was about
it
to.
was about to. One of the monkeys, for me, no joke, I was looking at it and it started doing this with its teeth, like, like this, and then the other two, like the people who take care of the area to make sure no shit goes down,
Grabs a rock.
and he throws it towards it, and I was like, and I looked at what was happening. I was like, oh shit.
I was about to die.
That was about to be an incident.
Yeah.
It was about to be an incident, man. It is terrifying.
And
like,
you even confronted him.
I asked him about
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, this happens. Like, these people don't know their lives are being saved.
Right.
Stupid tourists, us being one of them. Yep.
And they just let people interact
Hang out-
with them?
not interact.
No.
You're just-
There's a sign that say you stay 6 feet away at all costs.
On
and
the
then
way up.
Yeah, and they show you the pictures of a
Every
good
so
sign
often-
or a bad sign. If the monkey does this, you might want to back off.
Yeah, like every so often
Okay.
as you're ascending the hill,
Wow.
they'll show like pictures, and it's like, if the monkey does this, it means it's angry. If it does this, it's happy.
How
And it
many
shows you
monkeys
faces.
we talking about
Oh,
here?
like
There was
at least
like-
100. I feel like there were probably
Maybe
100.
with like the babies or something in that cage area.
I was gonna say we didn't see how many were in that little like house.
yeah, there was
area.
like some kind of cage area where you could kind
Loose,
of go
maybe
around.
20,
But
30.
loose probably 20-ish, just
Okay.
around.
Yeah, that's enough to make you look.
Anyone can
And so-
rip your face off.
With all this information, and they're talking shit about me leaving. Like, come on.
Dude, but imagine a gorilla, a silverback gorilla, 15 times the size.
A blanket. It was nothing.
He pulled
It was
him.
just
nothing.
grabbed-
He,
Oh,
and
okay,
not,
okay.
even, not even that far, just enough to be like, I own all of you.
Yeah.
Right. That was a
that's it.
message.
They just grabbed the
Did you
legs.
see
and
how
was
that
like,
guy,
yeah, you're a
he just
blanket.
immediately went limp for protection? He was just like,
Yeah, he's like,
I'm already dead. It doesn't matter.
That gorilla was probably like, oh, he's dead anyway right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like,
"Ah,
what's
I don't know.
Yeah.
Imagine if someone tried to fight back and it was like, everyone would shit their pants, dude.
He's like,
Oh.
stop, I got
Stop.
this. Stop.
But the
stop.
video, you don't see
Die.
when they're first coming, and the silverback goes,
Oh yeah, there's
Dude, that
another
noise, I would be like,
I just imagine like the first humans that, they don't know anything about the wilderness or whatever. They know a little bit. And then the first time they encounter a
That-
monster like that, and they're like, oh, wait a minute. Am I seeing what I'm supposed to? And then it goes, oh they're like, ah! Just, dude. Or like the first settlers who came in and saw a saber, or like the first cavemen who see like a saber-toothed tiger. That's a monster. That's a demon monster.
were we talking about this great TV concept?
no, look what's on
yeah,
it.
them
It's a gorilla.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mumford is the gorilla. Oh, shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me?
Speaking of,
Mumford. Wow, that was unplanned, by the way. That's amazing.
I don't know if we were talking about this, but a TV concept where the story is you can go to some like clinic or doctor or something, and you can pay a certain amount of money, and you're able to see your past lives.
Yes, we were talking about this.
This ain't
right.
the Paul Rudd show.
regression.
No.
Regression therapy.
Well,
there?
to a degree, but like you're able to see the past lives you've lived,
Oh, that's crazy.
and so you kind of see how you've died, and like so many of them are just
Stupid.
the further back you get, you're like, oh, it's so bad. You're watching and you're like, no,
Oh, whoa.
don't do that.
Like he just sees like some mushrooms or whatever, and he's like,
No.
and
You're
you're
like,
like,
no, oh,
nah, he's
God.
dead.
He dies.
Or he like walks into a bear den.
Yeah.
just walks in.
Yeah, he's dead.
Dude,
Hopefully,
like
as you're
the-
seeing the
Oh,
different
I think I'm seeing more
variations,
clearly
you're like,
what you're
hopefully
talking
he's
about now.
learning.
how, dude?
So you see your life and like all the past lives you've lived and how you've died.
Right.
The further back you get, the more like dumb it is, obviously.
the more
Yeah.
vicious it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
Gosh.
just see a gorilla, and you're like,
Well, imagine the cavemen who would hunt mammoths with
God,
just
dude.
spears.
Sticks, yeah.
And there's like
just
40
such
of them.
Absurd. A mammoth is huge and a spear is so small. Like, what?
Oh my gosh. And your friend just gets trampled in front of you. And like, let's say he survives. So he's just like,
And you don't know what to do because science.
Medicine, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're like,
medicine
"Please,
isn't a
please."
thing.
dude, I bet your friends killed you a lot of times.
They're
Do
probably
you-
like, oh, sorry.
Do you think these relationships, these right here, existed throughout the
100%.
past lives?
In its own way.
And it's, yeah.
Yeah.
In its
own way.
culturally appropriate way. Yeah.
Right. Definitely
Definitely.
different. Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't
But
mean
except-
our dynamics. I literally mean us in our past lives. Do you think we were connected?
Possibly.
in
That's a
some
cool
way?
idea.
Oh,
That's a cool idea.
My first answer was like literally no, because we are like, but I get what you're
different
saying.
tribes or no?
No, like literally us. Like I thought you were asking, do you think we existed as we are right now?
Oh no
300 years ago.
Just
Like,
our
no.
different iterations.
Like the
these
soul.
relationships.
It's a cool idea.
Yes,
I think.
yes, I believe so.
That's
It'd
a
be
common
like-
theory in reincarnation.
Remember the first time we met?
Mm-hmm.
How we hit it off immediately?
100%.
It always makes you think.
Then of course the bird.
The best bird
Yeah,
story in the,
yeah,
in the
of
world.
course.
And I was like, maybe I don't like him. Maybe I shouldn't
Maybe
trust
we
this guy.
didn't hit it off.
Maybe.
Who made the first move? Or
What?
It was mutual.
It was mutual.
Yeah.
What did we talk? I don't even remember what we talked about.
It was, you know what, really, I feel like we hit it off in the parking lot walking to Six Flags.
I
And
think
that's when
so.
the bird-
We bonded.
That's when the bird.
I was nice though. This was like brand new Wesam, still from the Midwest. I was super nice still.
You were.
Yeah.
Which is probably why we bonded really well.
Yeah, I was.
You
Before
very
you
weren't.
nice.
You weren't fully out.
I got cold. LA made me cold.
Yeah, as it does.
Yeah.
The money made me cold.
Yeah.
you did?
I think if you're
you did
fully
get a little
out-
more asshole.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
I
fully
had to,
out,
yeah.
I don't know if we bond. You know?
If I was fully out, you don't know if we'd bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not. There's no
Fully
window
out?
in that. Get it? That's a callback. That's comedy, baby.
Let's
We'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. No, there's no break.
Dude, but imagine like we do this podcast and then none of us know when our dinner is, our next meal is. So we
Wait,
all
what?
have to like
Wait, what?
go and hunt something. If we're talking about iterations in the past.
But we're doing podcasts then?
No, but I mean our own version of a podcast.
Got
we're
you.
all talking
Got you.
to each other
Around the fire.
around the fire, and then
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, now we gotta go eat.
Peyton, can you edit this part out?
And so now we gotta go eat. I'm like, fucking eat, dude. We go kill a
I
mammoth.
want to know what Michael.
We go kill a mammoth and Jonte gets trampled.
Why would Jonte get trampled?
All right, you
go to
understand
LA.
I'm
what
the
I'm
smart
talking
one.
about?
I'm the smart one. I'm nowhere near the mammoth.
Yeah.
You guys are going for the
true,
mammoth.
Actually, that's true.
Can I?
I'll benefit off the dinner though.
Yo, what?
Benefit off the dinner.
Dude, imagine killing a
Jonte
mammoth.
was a gatherer.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dude, that's
Fuck you.
that's the quote for the I could kind of see that. Just like with the
I was a gatherer and gave you all my stuff to cook. Yeah.
what? Shit.
He was the cook.
Yeah, actually, William
good
was
cook.
the cook because he cooks at home for me and him more often now. He's a really good cook.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, and I want to make fun of him for it, but it's really good
But
food.
it's just good food.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I can't make.
I can't make fun of him for it.
Thank you.
How would you cook some
Woolly mammoth.
Mammoth. Yeah. Woolly mammoth.
Just boil the beast.
Just deep fry it.
The whole thing. Get a big cauldron. Throw it in.
Look at that.
Cauldron? Wow. Classic William.
Already connecting back to his past lives.
There you go.
That's a beautiful idea to just imagine us 5,000 years ago doing the same
We're at a campfire.
similar thing. Yeah, we're at a campfire. No one's
10,000.
listening
What
to
about
our
10,000?
own podcast.
What about 100,000?
Basically 100,000.
no.
We've just
No.
figured out how fire works. Yeah.
I think
I think the relationships would be really interesting to like dissect.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, speaking of like past lives and everything like that, and how brutal life was back then, I was working out and I was doing cardio, and I put on YouTube scenes from the movie 300 to keep me going. Of course.
Naturally.
Of course
yeah.
you did.
Can I just say this?
That's one
25 minutes into like a heavy cardio session, watching the 300 scene where they do their first battle scene, and I was watching it, I was getting really into it, and then I was like, holy shit, that's got to be the most anxiety-ridden moments in our past lives. You're just there with a shield. You're waiting for the opposing arm. It's charging at you.
It's like David versus Goliath. Yeah, you're outnumbered.
Oh my gosh. And you're just like, I think what happens, and I feel like everybody in this room has this mentality, and probably one of the reasons why we're all friends. Obviously, us thinking about it now, we're like, oh shit, what would I do in that moment? I'm not sure. But I'm 99.99% sure everyone in this room would be like, oh, dude, well, this is happening.
So let's go. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that switch just goes on. You know what I mean? Where you just like start fighting like a savage. You know, like
you go to the next level.
and you watch those guys do it, and oh man, you're like, oh yeah, I would want to be like that. There's no point in being a coward at that point because it's like, well, I might as well die. Just if I'm gonna die, I might as well die fighting.
Right.
Instead of like, oh.
That's what sports was, man. Especially in high school football. I know it's not a battleground, but that's what it is, man. You're with your brothers, and you're like, yo, let's do this. It's just us against them. Let's do this.
It was that pumped up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And imagine being like, if you're in a big army, you don't really have. I mean, you're fighting for somebody else to a degree, and you have a whole bunch of people. So like, it is what it is. But imagine being in the underdog camp where you're like, we're not supposed to win, and it's just us, and 299 other guys.
Nothing to lose.
You're gonna turn something else on that's different from the other guys who are like, yeah, we got a huge army, we're gonna kill you.
See, and that's why I like training as like hard as if like I like imagining that stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be in any kind of battle or anything like that. Very unlikely.
I don't know. In your brain,
Well-
you feel like the apocalypse is any day now.
Dude, if apocalypse happens, I'm fucking ready. Get on the Wesam train. If
I bet you.
meteorites
I
are
bet you.
being-
Right when it starts, we sounds like, finally, yes,
Let's do this.
literally how he's gonna react.
I'm
Excited.
way.
Maybe if he's in a public setting, he'll be like, okay, guys,
No, this is
calm
crazy.
down. But in
This
his
is
head, he's
crazy.
like, fuck.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Get on.
Oh, I hope somebody says something stupid right now.
Good.
You're gone.
You're gone. Here's a knife to the temple. Like, well, okay, we said you're getting way too aggressive.
Oh, what are we supposed to do?
He's
Oh,
weak.
you're
He would have
done.
held us
He's
back. Let's go.
Instantly, everyone's like, oh,
Okay, well, we're following him,
this is the guy.
obviously.
Yeah, we're rolling.
In current events, they killed the ISIS.
Oh,
leader.
that's something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And speaking
Yesterday or
of dying,
today?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
This
Yesterday.
will happen a
Yesterday-ish
month
today.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, when this
But
comes
we-
out.
I
Yeah.
saw a
We learned
headline.
about it
I
today.
don't know if it's true, but I saw a headline that said he died kind of cowardly.
Yeah, that motherfucker
What
got
happened?
off way too fucking easy.
We got him.
For all the pain and suffering he caused.
It should really be like a
Oh, dude.
specific sort of execution. You know what I mean?
I wish I
It
could
sh-
see the body cam if they have like body cams. I'm sure they don't wear body cams, but
Oh, they have
it's
headgear.
like-
they do.
Oh, they do?
Because
Okay.
they saw it live.
Because they
But that-
monitor
that's
it.
all.
They do monitor
Yeah,
it.
that's all live streamed
Classified.
too and classified.
Yeah.
But
Right.
It should be for like certain POSs.
don't curse. I know you don't like to curse. Go ahead.
It should be like
Oh, I thought it was like operating system.
I just didn't want to say piece of shit for some reason.
like particular.
Wait, do you not curse on
I
air?
don't know if it can.
Oh, it's a podcast.
Wait, do they here? I don't know.
I've already
You can.
cursed a
You
few
can.
times.
Yeah. So anyways,
You literally said earlier Jonte being raped by a gorilla.
but there's no cuss words in that.
those are all
But the FCC
Culturally-
still.
We can use those
Acceptable.
words. Rape is still good. But dude, I mean, for people who do that, it should be a different kind of justice.
He's
Some
laughing at
more
me right
coffee.
now. But yeah, he was killed. So that's good.
But wouldn't it be
That's
terrible
nice.
if like a guy who did all these horrible things and we're just like, yeah, we shot him to his temple and he's done?
No, yeah, exactly. I hate that. I wish he was.
He should
he
have
needs-
to answer to his
he-
crimes.
yeah, he needs to suffer.
And in some form.
110%.
He needs
got
to
off
suffer,
easy.
and everyone else needs to know that he suffered. So any other people who are like, I want to do that, know that like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to face that.
See, Isiah, you hit a great point, and let me give you an example in history where this has happened before. I've been drinking, so the details aren't 100% there, but the basics underlying foundation of the story is truthful. I believe it's somewhere in Southeast Asia where a group of extremist fanatics, okay, and they said they were from the from the Islamic faith, but obviously true Islam doesn't do what they do. They were terrorists, and they were doing horrible things, and they were using religion as an excuse. Anyway, the opposing commander captured like a handful of them, 20, 40 guys. I don't know the exact number, but it's a bunch of them. He then took a pig, and as you know, in the Islamic tradition, they don't eat meat. They say they certain people, the more conservative side, think if you have pig's blood in your body when you die, you go straight to hell. So what he did was he took the knife, killed the pig, and had pig's blood on it, and began to stab to death all the guys, all these terrorists, these pieces of shit who did these horrible things. And he left the last guy alive. And he said, you go back and you tell them that anybody who wants to do this again, this is what's waiting for them. And they didn't have another attack. They didn't have another organization.
Nobody doing
nobody
nothing
did
after
anything else. And I know this sounds brutal to people listening, but I'm telling you, for these savages, for these base, they're not even humans. They're subhuman. They're sub-animalistic because animals don't even do what they do. You need to set a hard and firm and scary example to them because that's the only way that their stupid minds can understand things.
Evolution, yeah. You got to show that, like,
Look at Tim.
we don't do this.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
And if you do this,
the consequences are so
Yeah,
severe.
exactly.
Because look at the pain and suffering this ISIS leader said. I'm sorry, I'll let you continue. But like, he systematically raped, kidnapped a bunch of women and children, took them from their families, destroyed lives, murdered innocent people, and had not just in a concentrated area of the world, but that's had a ripple effect on everybody and everybody's life. So
You
for
can't
him
just
to
shoot him in the
the
temple.
head, I'm
It's
like,
done.
oh,
Yeah.
you got off easy, and I know God has a greater punishment for this piece of piece of shit isn't even the right word for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents. So congratulations, he's dead. I hope all the rest of those terrorist motherfuckers die and they burn in hell. And
Tell us what you really think.
dude.
right. I mean,
No, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm being very conservative here
like,
with my
put
words.
put that out on the playing field. So it's like, yeah, you want to do this? All right. This is what you're going to, this is the consequence.
Sorry, you were gonna say something, and I was on a rant, emotional rant.
Yeah, no, not that I completely disagree with you, but just for argument's sake,
Yeah.
how does those actions make us any better? Because then aren't we doing the same thing that they're doing? Like, the whole saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
For sure.
Doing these things,
point.
so we're proving a point of murdering them because they murdered others. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but at what point, like, just
So that's a great, and I love that's a great argument to have, and.
Yeah.
In certain circumstances, I think that's an appropriate argument to look after. For instance, a drunk driver hits, like God forbid, hits one of your family members and he kills them, right? I'm pissed off beyond belief with that person. I'm angry. I'm hurt. It sucks. I don't want him killed though. There's no point in that.
context for you.
It's context. And I look at previous examples in history where these people who have this type of mindset is like a cancer. How do you deal with a cancer? You go hardcore with the treatment. Like chemo is hardcore. It kills everything, right? I don't want to talk about this story too much. I'll tell you guys at a certain time, but there was an uprising of another extremist group. I'll just tell it. I don't know why I didn't want to tell it. There was another, years and decades ago, this is the previous president of Syria, there was another uprising in eastern Syria of these Muslim extremists. And from what I was told from the stories, there was, the president said, everybody who lives in the city, you have 3 days to evacuate because we're coming in and we're destroying these guys. So you leave the city. And if you don't leave, we're not responsible because they need to be dealt with. And what happened was 3 days came and he fucking leveled the city. Tanks, everything. Like it was like, I don't know how surgical they were back then, but I'm telling you, they were on a mission to kill those terrorists because they knew what would happen and what happened now in Syria where these fucking extremists have just spread like a cancer. So they're like, we have to just fucking demolish and make such a strong message that the next asshole who thinks, oh, maybe I should start this will think at least twice or 3 times and just go, maybe we shouldn't do this because look how fucked we were whenever we tried it last time.
Right.
and it's context. And I appreciate you bringing up that side of the argument because I respect that side of the argument for 99.9% of other things in life. As you guys know, I'm pretty much, I don't want to ever fight with anybody or a pacifist, but for these motherfuckers, they rape and kidnap and systematically slave trade women and children. Like, what kind of demon are you?
We don't do that in this world. That's not okay.
No.
You show them that.
No, I don't have any qualms of killing you at that point. Dude. Wow.
The amount of people
just
there
got
are
worked up
in this
Yeah, I was
so
like,
much.
We don't need
Another
you.
dry cider,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of stuff happens all over the world too. It's not just
Right.
terrorists, obviously, or Islamic extremists.
And I feel
here in
like
the
it's,
US.
in a sense, our duty to establish this evolutionary law. Like, no, we don't do this anymore. Maybe
Yeah.
way back in the day, that, in a sense,
Right.
was okay but we're civilized now.
Yeah, we live in a
have-
time that we.
Yeah, there's
other
boundaries.
solutions,
That's not okay anymore. Cut that out. In that now.
No.
Otherwise, we're not going to progress. Cut it out. Yeah.
No. Again, excuse me, I'm burping like crazy. I'm sorry if you're listening live on the radio. This became like such a fun podcast in the beginning. And now we're talking about killing ISIS.
That's
and
my
like,
bad.
kill
I brought
'em.
that up.
Kill him.
Thought it was a good, I thought it was a
he
good.
brought
We
it
need a
up,
gorilla to
and
just
he
grab
didn't
one of
contribute
ISIS.
to the conversation at all.
Nope.
Let it happen.
Dude,
just-
imagine like the worst guy
Can you hand me one?
yeah. of course.
getting just grabbed by a silverback gorilla. How bitch that moment. I would love that.
So
That's
I don't know.
that's a callback. So
That is a
in
callback.
terms of like
Just grabbing us like,
appropriate
I'm done, I'm done.
consequences, how about turn them over to a silverback?
Raped by a gorilla.
Dude. Get
You know,
silverbacks and
Pay
just
them. There you
release
go.
them.
There we go.
Pay them.
So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, Wesam, you're pretty worked up about it. Do you remember Kamal?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So as if you don't know already about this podcast, I was born in Syria. My brothers and I were from Syria. My parents are from Syria. We have all of our extended families from Syria. And my dad's cousin, he was like an uncle to me, and he was just this amazing guy. Now, was he perfect? Absolutely not. He had a lot of faults, but I remember every time I would come back and visit, he was always good with me. He was so good with me, and he always, like, treated us whenever we visited so much because he had so much respect for my dad. And like any family, there was so much, problems, like personalities, life
Right.
choices. Nobody's perfect in this world. So, whenever these terrorists came in and these people who were fighting for so-called freedom would come in. By the way, whenever you're a so-called freedom fighter and you're setting off suicide bombs or bombs in front of preschools and schools and elementary schools and children and killing innocent people, you're not a freedom fighter at that point. You're a terrorist and you're a demon in my eyes, plain and simple.
Yeah.
So what happened was, for Kamal, he's basically like an uncle to me. There was a bomb that went off in front of a school, like an elementary or middle school, and he went in to help, and these pieces of shit, they were such horrible human beings, they knew that people would come in to help, so they have a second bomb ready to go off. And he died from his injuries from the second bomb because he was going in to help. So, I have no emotional sympathy or care for somebody whose mind is programmed that way. For that reason, and for the second reason, that's between you and God. And I'm
Right.
not at a level where I can... I don't even want to begin to forgive you because that's not even... You shouldn't give a fuck if I forgive you. That's between you and God, and I just need to cut you out like a cancer. And
Right.
if the only way to do that is to kill and be very brutal with our tactics, so be it. And if that saves a bunch of innocent lives from your bullshit, so be it. No, I got really real here. That was something I've never shared personally or publicly, but That's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're actually going to take a quick break. And then, or do you want to keep recording, Peyton? Yeah, we'll keep recording. I'd like to take a break. Yeah, because that's a weird segue. Yeah, we'll be right back. And then, yeah, this will happen in like a second. So we'll be right back.
Oh no, I'm tall. I'm tall.
That's crazy, man. What did I say? What did I say? This is my house.
You like how I stopped that though?
Yeah, I did. And then how you backed up and how scared you got.
I didn't get scared.
You just shocked the hell out of me.
Got concerned.
This is my house.
That hurt.
That hurt? This is my
I
house.
don't even know what.
You playing this game with me, son?
You want me to say the joke again?
Say it again. You get shocked again. This time in the neck, face. Which one do you want to go?
Do it.
In the face.
Daddy's had 3 drinks.
Who bought that? Did you buy that?
Yeah, of course I bought it.
Of course you bought it.
Didn't we just have a serious conversation about ISIS, and now you're bringing out a knife and you're
Yeah, man.
shocking
That's
people? I
right,
mean, come
dude.
on.
Your
Man.
own flesh and blood.
That's
Come on,
right,
man.
dude.
What?
That's right.
Wesam's drunk. Waving
What's
around
wrong?
knife.
This is me as emperor.
I don't know. I don't know whatever it is.
Oh shit.
Yo, you almost dropped that in your drink. What did you drop it in your drink? It was shocking.
I wonder if it will shock
Don't
me.
do that. You're gonna shock
No,
yourself.
that's stupid.
It's aluminum.
Dude,
man.
you weren't even.
That's stupid. I don't want to be connected to anything when you do that. That's stupid.
Dude.
Yeah, don't play around with that, man.
That's electric current. I don't. Liquid holds current.
Brother. Stop doing
What
that.
are you doing?
Stop doing that, dude.
Hey,
That drives me crazy.
I love my life.
I know you love your life. Just don't do
I
that.
don't know what you're doing with
Oh,
that.
dude.
Yo,
Don't act like that.
I will be safe.
I love you, but don't act like that.
During an apocalypse, during an apocalypse, I'm good.
No, you're not.
I'm good.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm about to shock myself, and you're like going like this.
Yeah, because if you touch me, guess what? It travels back to me, homie. Yes, it does.
What the fuck are you
Do
talking
you
about?
not know how electrocution works?
What kind of voltage you think this
I
motherfucker
don't know. I
has,
don't need
dude?
to know. It's fine.
It just
It's
does
gonna
the
go
tip,
through
just
you
where the
too.
tip is.
It's like, you think we have like a Tesla coil coming out like?
Why are we yelling?
I don't know.
We Sam's
Are
been
we
taking
yelling?
steroids, I think.
What?
I think you've been taking steroids.
With no results.
This is actually an intervention.
Just the side effects of extreme anger and frustration.
I've been taking steroids. They've been doing nothing for me. You've been really angry, I feel like. No!
I'm just. Oh, I gotta run.
Fuck.
I gotta run 8 miles.
Speaking of, sound like Logan Roy.
Who's that?
Succession.
That's your porn name.
Logan Roy. Or Succession.
That's so white. Logan Roy. The whitest one.
Dude. You don't like this at all, do you?
I don't like electrical
Who
things.
does?
Certain people, but
I'm okay with it.
if you're wondering what I have in my hand, it's basically a electro shank. It's a taser, and you can see all the shenanigans on YouTube. We have from previous episodes. We've used this on 2 guys' nights, I believe.
At least.
It hurt.
1.5. Yeah.
Too many.
Too many.
Too many, yeah, maybe.
You know there are high voltage tasers that I did not buy.
Good.
Good. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you should be thankful I didn't buy the high voltage ones.
Oh, I'm so
My-
thankful, we said. So
My
thankful.
dad bought some really high voltage taser stuff because he used to do.
Oh shit.
Pumpy with you.
Yeah.
He used to do like.
Are they in the shop?
they're in the shop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He used to do high.
Euphemism?
Wait.
Gambling. He was a bookie, and so he would do like.
Oh shit.
So he had a taser. He had a gun. I remember.
You were there?
Wait, I'm sorry.
No, this is bad.
Sorry, this is a let's
This
let's
is
stick-
bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So one day
he was a bookie. He had a taser and
he
a
was
gun.
a bookie. He always had a new car because one of his clients was worked at a car dealership. So he always, oh shit.
What the hell? What's that? What?
Oh.
Can you hand me that?
No.
No,
Can you
I'm
hand me
not
that?
touching that.
Okay, I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm a little drunk. Okay, as Isaiah's telling his story, I decided to see if it would really do anything to the aluminum can, the taser, and it did. So that's what you heard. Are we still recording?
It's
That was a lot.
aluminum.
Okay, sorry, dude. Look how scared.
No, that's not scared. That's
Aluminum.
my face is like, that's stupid. What did you expect to happen?
I was looking at the camera.
That's stupid.
That's
I was
stupid.
giving the camera a gym. That's what I was
That's
doing.
the quote. That's stupid. What'd you expect to happen? I like that.
I don't know. Josh was talking about his dad and Molly's game, and then you're doing
Molly's game.
this.
Sorry.
Okay, your dad was a book. Look, he's literally touching my shoulder now. He's pushed me. He's pushed me to the side. Your
Dude.
dad was a bookie.
Your dad was a bookie. He had a
Dad was a
taser and a
bookie.
gun.
And he had a taser and a gun.
He is leaning on me. He's leaning on me.
Dude, Jontas.
We're friends, right?
We're friends.
What would Captain America do?
As if Captain America is my favorite
Copernic.
Marvel hero.
You're wearing a shirt that says Captain America.
That's for Kaepernick. Look how it's spelled. It's a guy kneeling. It's a guy kneeling.
Can you stand up shirt for shirt?
I'm gonna piss my pants.
It's for Kaepernick, bro.
That's all he wants.
That's all he wants.
Social justice, baby.
Dude, I can't sometimes. Oh my god.
That's all he wants. That's all Kaepernick wants.
Oh shit.
I'm about to kiss you.
All right.
Are you good?
Are you good? Are you
I'm
good?
good. I'm good. You're in my bubble, but I'm good.
That's all right.
Anybody need another drink?
No, I'm still working on this one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys should get it.
Hey.
So what were you saying? Your dad was a bookie, and it's everywhere.
Okay, cool.
That's okay. That's all right.
I mean, we get an electrocution from the shockers, electrocution from beer on wires.
Dude,
You know?
I got a sharp pain in my brain. No joke. I laughed too hard. Thank you. You were saying your dad was a bookie.
My dad was a bookie, so he right. So he,
Kind of looks like Arthur Fleck right now.
Who does?
Josh.
this is the world.
We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about
Isn't
that.
the world so crazy?
Is it just me? Or is the world getting crazier
It's
out
getting
there?
crazier, right?
Dude.
Am I right?
Oh, dude, you have that look. You
Oh, I wish.
have that mental illness look. Dude, he's...
No joke, man. Tell you the story.
You can't. He's throwing up in the corner. How are you gonna tell us? No, let me tell it. He's like,
Dude, okay, I have to tell you the story before I
we're in Captain America, Kaepernick. It's and by the way,
dude, no. I have to tell you this.
What?
dude,
What the
this
fuck
has
are
gone
you
off.
saying?
One of the writers
Okay.
for SWAT
Okay.
is a regular at Munford, and he was telling me we were having this whole talk about my the role that I just booked and whatever. I can't explain that, but he was saying like. He was trying to get at what's your dream role? What's the story that you feel like has not been told, right?
Okay.
And so he was trying to like mentor me into saying like, what's the story that you don't feel like has been told that you've always want to be told, and how can you tell that through this character, right? In this episode, so it was very deep, and I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a hard question.
Your through line.
Yeah, and
Almost.
so and then he was basically like trying to implement like, all right, tell the story that you feel like isn't being told that only you can tell through this character. And I was
Right.
like, that's a really cool like actor advice, even though you're just a writer.
Okay. Sorry, what are we talking? Is this your dad?
No.
I'm sorry.
I wish.
Hey, what are you doing?
I wish.
Okay, sorry.
A writer for SWAT. So, hold on.
Space. He's all up in my.
And the fact that we're doing all this makes me forget why I was telling a story. It was for a reason.
Okay.
What were we just talking
Arthur
about?
Fleck,
Arthur
mental
Fleck. Your dad was
illness.
a bookie. He had a
Arthur
gun.
Fleck.
He had a gun. Oh my gosh, you don't even remember. This is
Dude, okay.
Gambling.
So he
New
was
car.
basically saying, oh my god, this is so annoying that I can't remember.
okay. Just so people, we had just had a lot of laughter. There was a taser going off on aluminum stuff. Jonte getting scared. Captain America, both of them came into play, and then we were talking about your dad
Somehow
was
I
a
have
bookie.
I wasn't getting
He had a
scared. I was getting
gun.
concerned.
Scared. Did I say scared? I'm
Dude,
sorry.
this is so annoying.
That's unlike you. Concerned.
Because I'm not going to remember what it was that was so perfect.
This is great for radio, by the way. Go ahead.
Great, dude. He, oh my god.
That's
think-
okay. Should we go on? Well, the
We
guy,
should go on.
the SWAT team guy, was telling you that you should play the role. Something.
Yeah, he was saying, like, keep it really grounded.
Okay.
And there was something about it that was like, oh
The
my
role
God, dude,
that
I
you
see
want,
it.
something that you, a story you want to tell that.
Yes.
He was giving advice that makes great sense.
You've had,
As
yeah.
like, okay, it actually surprised me because I talked about how we meet and you came in like
I ate your fries.
a minute later after we had that conversation. You came into one. And I was like, oh, that's a guy. But anyways,
He really is Arthur Fleck.
he was saying like, basically, we want you to exceed, the writers. We write these roles. We don't entirely know how they're going to turn out, but
Right.
kind of how you flesh it out, a lot of the times, if it's like grounded, real,
Yeah.
connected, we see it and we're like, oh shit, that's exactly
Right. Yes.
what we were wanting. We didn't
110.
realize that.
Yes.
And so they see that and they go, oh my god, we got to like keep writing that character in. Because
Yes.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so he was
Okay.
saying like, just be yourself. And he was asking me like, what's the role you've always wanted to tell?
Yes. Okay.
And I was like, okay. There's been like the Batman, Dark Knight, you know, like I want. And he was like, no, like, let's pretend that none of this has ever existed. What's the role that you want to tell?
Right.
Like, what's the only story that you believe in that you want to tell? And I was like, oh my god. And so basically, he was like saying like, we're gonna. He wants to continue to write to like continue this role.
What's going?
And so he's basically asking like, what angle are you going at so I can continue to write that role?
Dude, are you? I feel like a homeless guy is trying to ask me for change.
Josh is pouring his heart out. We said was like laughing at him.
No, I know. We were following.
Payton
I was
is like
following.
going crazy over here. Is like
Dude,
about to
nobody
fall
was-
out his chair.
Dude, everybody listening to this right now is reversing. Like, did I miss?
He was
did
looking
I
at
miss
me. I saw him.
something?
That microphone.
Are you a homeless guy asking me for change right now? Dude,
Guys, I need this. I need you to be with me right now.
so what? Okay, so you told him the story you want to
Oh,
tell.
now he's concerned.
Dude, so he was saying, what's the role you've never what's the role that's not been told on television?
I'm listening, dude. Yeah, okay. So what's the role you haven't been told before?
Dude, it's the hardest fucking question I've ever been asked.
Yeah, it is a weird
I don't
question.
know,
It is a
dude.
weird.
I don't fucking know.
And I don't think you should say it on the podcast. To be honest, I feel like that's
no,
personal
okay.
for you.
I was like, I don't. He kept asking me. I was like, I don't know, dude. Like a guy who's. I was like trying.
He's
so
working.
hard.
So what ended
He's
up
working,
happening?
pouring beer.
I was like, whatever it takes to keep me coming on this show, dude. I know. Dude,
How was
so
their response
stressful.
after? Did they have a good response?
Did you respond like that? Because I don't think you got the role.
No, but I like to a degree, a little bit of that. There was like this frustration where I was like, I don't know this, and this, and he was like, okay. So, but like, he was honestly, dude. I think he had my back. He's trying.
Yeah.
To, so he was saying like SWAT. I shouldn't say that.
Oh,
but
should we bleep that out? you
maybe,
think?
yeah. But he was saying like
we
You
make
said
a
that a
note?
few times.
Yeah, can we make a note? Just put on the time, just so it makes it easier.
he was
for
saying
you.
like we love to bring back characters that yeah, and so he was
Yeah.
saying like, so I think he was testing me like what is like, if you were to be the leading character, what is the story
He wants
that
to
you've
write for
always
you.
wanted to tell? Yeah, so honestly I think that's what it was. He was saying like, okay, because we love to bring back characters that we've already
great.
casted. So I think he was saying like, all right, I think he was trying to figure out like what angle
How to write you?
could we take your character
Yeah.
and make it a
Great.
regular character. So that was really cool, and I felt like we had that moment where I was like, oh, thank you.
That's huge. That's great, man.
Yeah, and I was like, yes, I think
I'm gonna take over the show now.
like this is the kind of route that I would take personally. And so he was saying just, oh, and to mention you. So I was saying, he was saying, we appreciate the most grounded performances.
Oh,
He was like, regardless, because I was telling Hayne, my wife, after I did that performance, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get it. Because it was a pretty criminal role, and everyone else in the audition room had like neck tattoos. They were like, it was bad. And I was like, oh, I'm the only like non-criminal
Right.
right.
in this room, you know? So I just assumed I didn't get it. And they were saying that like they really appreciate the most grounded performance.
Yes.
And he was saying too, like any show that you want to be a part of is gonna appreciate the most grounded performance. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting point. Because you can audition for a whole bunch of shows, but like the shows that you actually want to be a part of are the ones that appreciate like the most grounded performance.
Very true.
That's good.
So that was, he was saying like that's what we look for in SWAT, and like whatever you did had a spark, even though you didn't look like anyone
Right.
else.
It didn't matter.
The criminals that
It
had
didn't
neck
matter.
tattoos, yeah, it didn't matter. You had the most grounded performance, so that sparked an interest, and we were like, yeah, that's the guy.
That's. I have a similar approach to whenever I get called in for like thugs or criminal stuff, because I'm not a thug. I don't look like a
There are
thug.
those guys that are,
Right.
obviously.
Right. So then my thing is, because I can't be that, so I go opposite and I do things. So I look at it as, oh, I'm a smart thug.
Right,
I'm an
right.
intelligent thug. I'm the one
Or maybe
that
a
makes
slightly ignorant,
commands.
like I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
Yeah.
So whenever I threaten, I actually just lower my voice. I don't ever yell. I don't ever, because I won't intimidate you. So I have to come
That's
with a
not my
lower
thing, yeah.
register. I have to come from a different approach, almost an opposite approach. And like you said, grounded.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really smart,
That's
Josh.
a lot of awareness. It takes a lot of
Right.
like mental and body awareness to do something like that, especially with what you're saying.
Gotta really
knowing
make a
that you
strong choice.
Yeah, and grounded against. It's based off of truth. You know, where's your truth coming in through the role? I think I was talking to somebody about that, but once you're like really locked into the moment and really listening, I think all that other stuff just
Right.
happens naturally once you've done your homework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like a lot of new things come up. It's so funny. I won't mention the show, but the thing I'm pinned for currently, the first time I went in for them. Oh shit, guys! I'm really drunk. Oh wow, that just no. I'm almost.
Is that the one where you're
I'm really drunk right now.
Oh, you
Anyway,
didn't
the
notice that
pads-
from before,
No, I
from
did.
your
The
reactions?
pads and the,
What?
is it the same role with the pads and the menstrual cycle?
No, I was playing a therapist in this one.
Oh, the earlier. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Were you making
I-
a joke?
No.
That's what I thought.
Sorry.
pads.
There was an audition where
Pads
you were
and
like,
menstrual
should I get the heavy flow or?
Oh,
like,
this
what's
was
your-
it. Yeah. This is the second time I got called in for them. So the first time I came into this
As a
office.
therapist?
Yeah, as a therapist.
I
Second role
know
was
we
like a
we have
husband.
someone in common that helped you with that,
Yes,
and they
Rachel.
said they were she was hoping it was this one.
Yeah, and I remember going in and being so grounded. I really wasn't trying to do any. I was just being real. Like if I was in the circumstances, being a therapist, and this person, whatever, walked in, whatever the circumstances were, and I remember them saying, and this is the kind of feedback. I mean, I was talking with you about this a lot, where my feedback constantly has been, wow, that was really good. I don't have any redirection or like that's 9 out of 10 times and I was like, all right, cool.
It's like the best, right?
Right, and then
Okay.
they called me back in for this role because they remembered me and they liked me, I guess. And it was so funny when I went in for this time around. I was still grounded, but they're like, "Oh, a little bit more, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, cool. All right."
There we go. Yeah.
And then just doing that, and then I actually did something. And this like I may be sharing too much. I missed the beat. And I was really upset leaving the audition because I just glanced over some action in the script. And I was like, fuck. I just
So
glanced
easy
over
to
that.
do.
It was like a specific beat that I glanced over because
easy to
it
do.
was written from the point of view of the other character. I just totally mentally
Right.
denounced it. And I was like, oh
you
shit,
didn't
I
own
should
it
have
for
been.
you. Right.
That was tricky. So it was a nice reminder to read all the action and the scene.
Basics. Yep.
Basics. And I was like, shit, that's such an amateur mistake for me. But they were so kind. They gave me redirection. Like, hey, just make sure we hit that beat. I was like, okay, cool. And we did it, and it was great. And we'll see what happens. But again, grounded, truthful. I think that's the core of it, though. What do you
Okay.
connect to?
I love
Your
that. Yeah,
truth.
man.
He-
Yeah, man.
He had an interesting point too. He was saying like, I think the biggest thing that stuck out to me was that he was saying, any show that you want to be a part of focuses on the most grounded performance.
Mm.
So it was more kind of a release of like, there are shows that maybe, you know, not necessarily you want to be a part of. It's just another show, and that,
Very surface level kind of show.
yeah, it's its own thing. But the shows that really matter
Right,
focus on the grounded performance.
of course.
Right.
So,
And he's talking to you, kind of feeling your aesthetic.
Exactly.
So he,
yeah. So you're saying like, yeah, keep that up, man. You're doing
Yeah.
great. So I was like,
That's dope. That's
dude,
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a cool opportunity.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I was
It's a good group, man. I love this. I love talking like this with you too. I feel like I learned so much, and then I have a lot of fun applying what I learned to the work. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun life.
We had a good 3-person class a while back.
We did, yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, and actually, yeah, it was. Yes, we had some material that we were ready to bring in, but you had an appointment, so we turned your appointment material to class,
Right.
which was great. Yeah, it was
Which was, funny enough, the thing I got a callback for.
good. Awesome.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. Awesome.
Yeah, I got a callback for that project. And, oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized that. I got a callback for that. And it was a great producer session.
Oh, you did tell me because we thought because the way you were prepping it was one way, and you did such an amazing job.
Yes.
But the tone was a little different.
It was the opening segment
Got you.
that they gave
I
a
do remember.
redirection. The writers came, or the casting came and said, hey, writers have this redirection. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. That makes more sense. And just focusing on the style
Right.
rather than focusing on the style. Of
Always hard for a pilot though. Sometimes to pinpoint because you have no reference.
Right, but this was a multicam, and it
Sure,
was a multicam
sure.
by someone who's already
Right,
executive
has a lot
produced
of history.
credits. So you're
Right,
like,
right.
okay, cool, I know. And shout out to my
General
agent
feel.
Jolie, who gave me like, hey, this kind of show, this is the type of pacing.
Can
And I
you
was like, cool.
share? I feel like you can share without giving away
So
anything. Kind of his note. His note was beautiful, and I still use that today.
Yeah,
It was just a couple weeks ago.
Swinging hammock, like medium paced, and that's because of the multicam aspect of it. Because with multicam shows, it's setup joke, maybe dialogue setup joke, dialogue
Right.
setup joke, dialogue setup joke, setup joke, setup joke. So you got to know exactly where the setup is, or exactly where the joke is, and leaving that little beat that's still true, connected in truth, even though it feels artificial.
But enough to
Yeah,
fit
that
the, yeah.
exactly. It's like doing a play. The closest thing to
Yeah.
play,
Mm.
Timing.
the
cues.
timing, because then you're like, okay, this is where the audience is supposed to laugh,
Yeah.
because there's this funny joke here.
Yeah. Yeah.
They miss it. They miss it.
Right, and that's actually live theater too, because sometimes doing live theater, they laugh at a you have to be in tune with the audience
Oh yeah.
to a certain degree, because
They
if
laugh
they
at
laugh,
a weird element. You're
you
like,
can't keep going with your line.
Right. And sometimes they laugh. Yeah, they laugh at things that you're not expected to, and that's they give you such a live response to your work.
Should be
And
cool.
yeah, I love live theater because things where you think is going to be funny doesn't land, or sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And things
Right.
that you had no idea that wasn't funny, and they laugh. You're like, oh, I didn't know that was a joke.
funny? Yeah, why
But
is that
don't
funny?
try to hit it. Because once you start to hit it, then they don't laugh anymore.
It's only
Right.
that
Like
night, yeah.
leave it as is. Like I
That
think
one
theater.
night.
So there was a saying that theater makes you great, TV makes you rich, film makes you a star.
Ah,
Interesting.
I like that.
It is a lot of
Wow.
reactivity.
Yeah.
That's what acting is. Reacting.
100%.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a?
touch
Or like was it? Wasn't it you that
Swear to God.
Swear to God.
there was? I think I sent you the thing from Alan Rickman
Yes,
about
exactly.
yeah.
Alan Rickman
Yeah.
has a great video on YouTube where he talks about. Actually, you should check this out, Peyton. You'd really appreciate it. He talks about what acting is, and he's like, you need to listen. Like so many actors just don't listen, and when you really listen and tune in, everything else just becomes a reaction. You don't
So
like an
interesting
automatic.
to watch.
And he doesn't believe in monologues because you need another person to react to.
Right.
You're creating a monologue out of artifice.
Right. But with that, I obviously I can't debate him to this day. You know, there are plays. There's amazing plays with monologues, and so you have to like
But
switch
that's in
gears.
context. That's in context,
Right.
though.
So whenever you're doing monologues, like I always go back to Hamlet because I
Right.
love doing that. So when I was doing Hamlet, those were inner monologues, like how you would talk to yourself. In
He's
your
responding
mind.
to yourself, which is different. Which
Right.
is but that's written in that way, as opposed. I think what he was talking about was just monologues for monologues, because monologues like when for theater auditions, like in college and stuff.
Yeah.
you have to do those 2-minute monologues, and most of the time, you're like lifting them from like plays or what have you, but there's no other person there to
Yeah.
interact with, so. You're creating from artifice.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's not a great way to tell how strong an actor really is. Probably.
Correct, because you don't have the other person there.
Yeah.
Not even like with the very like minimum, a reader in a casting office. At least there's a live human being there. Like regardless of their level of connection with you, there's at least a human being there that you can grab onto, and then like, okay, cool, whatever you give me, I don't care. I'm running with that.
Right.
Man, I wish we were in Japan right now.
Oh.
Me too.
It feels like Japan. These conversations.
I was telling you guys earlier,
Kyoto?
Japan, and if you don't know about our Japan trip, you can definitely check out our previous episode somewhere along the line. I don't know where it's at. Just search Japan trip Wesam's.
Probably around April, May.
If you still don't know how to
Guys,
use Google, you're the first ones to go during the apocalypse. Yeah, I really do miss Japan a lot with you guys because that was so freaking magical. The exploration of the new city, going into those restaurants and bars and coffee shops and watching people create the best of whether it be coffee, beer, or food.
Jazz.
Man, jazz, music, oh my gosh.
You guys going to any strip clubs?
Unfortunately.
No,
Actually, no.
You know what?
Actually, no.
Next time.
Do they even have strip clubs?
I'm sure they
dude,
do.
it
They have like an underground.
Oh,
Tokyo
they
has
did.
an underground. That's crazy.
Next
As a
time.
joke, obviously.
Next time.
Probably not.
But
obviously,
next time it's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Go to one of those cuddling places or the places where they'll
Wait,
clean
what?
your ears.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say
Yeah.
cuddling?
Yeah, there's a
uh-huh.
place where you
Cuddle.
pay somebody to cuddle you or clean your ears.
Yeah.
So down.
Wait, you know this,
There's
Peyton?
like videos, yeah.
Really?
Can you pull it up?
Couple
Yeah.
Vice stuff on it.
I
Oh yeah.
They do that
I
here
feel like
now.
I know
It's an
nothing.
LA thing. It's now too.
Of course.
You can be a cuddler.
Where do you guys think I was for those 2 nights? I was getting my ears cleaned.
I have to go to bed early tonight. Go, oh,
I think that's a part of the cuddling thing. Like you can pay extra to have
Yeah.
them clean your ear. While
That's
they cuddle.
100% true.
Yeah,
Clean
yeah.
your
That's
ear?
what it was.
Dude, we went through Shibuya. Remember how crazy
What
that
is
place
Yeah,
was?
What's Shibuya?
it's
Red light
Shibuya,
district.
baby.
The owl and the.
yeah, pretty much.
Man, it's kind of dangerous over there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Shibuya.
There are
Shibuya?
people-
Sam
from-
was talking to some yakuza?
No,
Nah.
not legit ones.
No. There is actually something that I saw on Vice or some YouTube videos. There are Nigerian, I think, scam artists. You know what
We
I'm talking
saw.
about?
We walked past.
Exactly, and they hollered at us, but it was the kind of thing where you gotta be like.
You have to know.
You have to know. You have to keep looking straight. Don't even give them the time of day, because they will scam you. And one of their scams is they invite you to the restaurant or bar. It seems legit. You get the bill, and it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for only like a drink. Does that make sense? And so you got to pay it, or you're gonna get. Yeah. So this is the cuddling video. If you're watching
That's
it.
Head on the
That's
girl's
Dante.
knees
That's me.
That's
for
Dante.
3 minutes. Another $13
That's Dante
for a
right there.
5-second hug. Masashi says
$13.
he is surprised at all the
Pay for a
attention
hug.
his business is getting. And
Hugs are
yes,
free.
he is thinking of a possible expansion. We might move to a bigger and cleaner space. But maybe this simplicity is part of our charm, he adds. A simple idea in a stressed out and sometimes lonely city.
Next to a Pikachu.
Alex Zolbert, CNN, Tokyo.
What?
Oh boy.
$13 for a 5-second hug.
That's gotta be the best.
Might as well
hug.
just pay for a hooker at that point, right? Dude, I got depressed watching it. Look at Jonte's face.
I
don't
just got
understand.
lonely vibes.
Can you hug me all
Right?
night? How much is that?
I don't understand.
Hey, could you? I almost.
boy.
I was. Wait.
No,
He was
no,
just
no,
getting
no,
into
no.
character. He was just getting into character.
That was not grounded at all. Sam.
Grounded.
Hey, you know what? Hey, fuck you. I don't give a shit. There you go. How about that? All right. I didn't go through with it. Fuck you. I didn't do it. We're drunk. Fuck you. How about that? Tweet at me. I fucking dare you.
I will.
Fuck you.
Wesam.
It runs into Keisha's.
Dude, whatever. I don't give a shit anymore.
There is.
This world is going down the fucking drain. Anyway.
Apocalypse now.
Apocalypse now.
No, that's so fucking weird, and it makes me uncomfortable. Like, hey, can I pay $13 for
It is
contact?
weird. But everyone handles physical contact differently, and their wants and needs are different. So
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, have you heard of
Okay.
ASMR
Do you
studios
own a business?
that people do? You know, like that
That's
ASMR on YouTube.
annoying.
There's like a group where they'll do it in person. You meet them. Like the whole process is sketch, but apparently it's legit. You meet them in a location, and then they bring you like in their van and bring you to an unknown location.
Huh?
And then they're
Sounds
like,
like
do you
porno.
wanna,
Nope.
do you wanna play like doctor,
Nope.
or do you want like head massage, stuff like that? And they'll be your doctor and stuff, and you pay them like for like an hour session or something like that. Look it up on YouTube. It's another like Vice video.
Sounds like
It's-
passive rape. I don't know. like, this is so fucking weird.
yeah.
I don't like. It's like that fucking. We talked about it a couple episodes on the podcast where the haunted house where you have to sign a waiver.
McCamey Manor.
Yeah,
Have you guys
no.
heard about
yeah,
that?
No, I'm
You've
good.
heard about it?
No, but I'm
Okay.
not signing a waiver.
Well, let me say what it is first, sir.
Come on, Jonte.
Jontis.
Jontis.
No,
Waiver
this
put on
place.
haunted
This
house.
place is so sketch.
fucked up.
You have to sign a waiver that if you have any emotional, mental, or physical injuries, including broken bones or anything,
Broken bones?
Exactly. you have to. You won't sue them. You're not. That you are responsible for it, and that they can touch you and do whatever they want if you survive for 24 hours. What is it? 10 hours?
10 hours.
Wait,
You
what?
get 20 grand.
Nobody's ever gotten 20
These are
grand.
pieces of shit.
Nobody's ever. They upload like every person they do onto YouTube.
Can you actually pull one of these
Yeah,
up?
I'm not gonna show it on the actual video because
Gotcha.
we'll probably get flagged immediately.
Fine.
But I'll let you guys. see
Yeah.
it. And if you want to, McCamey Manor, just YouTube it. It's gonna fuck you up.
Where
but
is it?
It's there on YouTube.
Sounds
Well,
like
where's
something
the
we
place,
Sam
like,
Oh,
would
it's,
want to do.
I'm sorry.
Texas?
Absolutely not, because these guys are
Sounds like a
predatory.
Texas
They
thing.
really are
I don't know.
predatory. They really.
Midwest
It's
thing.
like sickos who are like, oh, we found a loophole to like sexually molest or physically harm people, and we
Let's
won't
do
get in
it.
trouble.
No, come on, they can still get in trouble.
No,
Yeah.
they can't. They've
Yes,
been
you
doing
can.
this for like 10 years.
No, with the right attorney, that
Wrong.
doesn't mean anything.
I
I'm sorry.
I know you're right.
My
I get
attorney
it,
would
but
be. I
wrong,
will hire
Dante.
Jay Simmons. Sorry,
Oh,
This-
shoot.
I get it, but wrong.
Wait. What did you just say?
I will hire Jay Simmons.
Why would you bring that name
Dude, he's
up?
mocking you, dude.
You're mocking me? Because
I'm not
my show
mocking
is
you. I will
coming-
hire.
Mocking you, dude.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
You fucking mocking
Hold
me,
on.
bro?
It's a fight. It's a fight.
Then my show is canceled. You bring up my character name?
mocking me?
You're a great attorney.
He's
I
mocking
will, I will
you,
hire
dude.
you as an attorney.
He's mocking you.
Oh, I hate
I had to
that
log
voice.
into my YouTube channel because it's age restricted.
It's
What?
It's age restricted.
How much is the ticket? Do you know?
20,000.
Sounds like $100 ticket to do something like that.
It sounds like
Sorry.
Cause it sounds like production for something like that would be
Oh
expensive.
my god, they have 200,000 subscribers? You kidding me?
that's so messed up.
Here, sorry, 1 second.
Isaiah owns part of that company.
Come on, Christina, let's go. Show your medal. Come on, let's go,
Move
Christina.
on.
So loud. Okay, we
Christina,
gotta
go.
Move on!
hold on. Yeah.
It's
Let's
2
turn it down.
hours.
Let's actually turn it down all the way, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
What?
Oh, whoa.
What?
That's
Hold on.
Jonte. That's
Hold on.
Jonte
Oh
right there.
no!
Jonte!
No!
Are you
You
kidding
are-
me?
Oh,
Slip it.
I will fight.
No.
I will fight.
They're like, just come on.
Dude, that lady's bleeding. They're shaving her head.
They this is the second
tell
time
you what?
this lady's come back.
That's stupid. I tell you what, the
Let's
three of
fuck-
us,
let's
if we ever
fucking
did
shave
this,
your head, bitch.
we're fighting.
Are
We're
you
fighting.
kidding me? What?
She does not like that. Oh, uncomfortable.
Oh my god, dude, I'm actually kind of disturbed by
This
this
is
right now.
uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
let's,
a little bit uncomfortable.
yeah, we're definitely
Dude,
not
this is-
showing
This has
this.
over almost
See?
2 million views.
Can I say this? Anybody who's involved in this, and who owns this, you're
I
a
don't
piece
know.
of shit. And this is so fucked up beyond belief.
Look, just like this person says, I feel like I should get 20 grand just for sitting through this whole video. I agree.
Yeah, man, this is so fucked
This
up,
is
man.
not
This is not
100%.
okay.
Can you imagine if the
Yeah.
three of us were part of that? There's no way. I would fight.
I know.
I would.
Exactly.
Someone's getting hurt.
It goes
and
back
not
to my
me.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
Someone's getting hurt.
I don't know. Isaiah, what do you think?
I agree.
I think he was just
he
laughing.
owns
I
the
think
company.
he was just laughing.
No, he owns.
Okay, I feel like you guys shouldn't look at the name. I mean, that's not a big deal.
I actually went to one of the most haunted places.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
In
do you
Scotland.
mind if
recently.
let's take a quick break?
Yeah.
Because we have to use the bathroom.
Yes.
And then
We'll talk about
we'll
that
talk
for
about
sure.
William's paranormal experience in Scotland.
He just starts laughing.
Let's go. Yeah, we'll go back.
So
Are we back? So,
Hey.
Hey.
sorry, man. Sorry. So Peyton's never been shocked by this. Peyton, would you mind coming around right here to camera so everybody can see you get shocked by this for the first time?
you agree to this?
I agreed to this.
Jonte, I swear to
Yo,
God,
man,
I'm not
hey.
gonna get you.
Jonte!
I'm not gonna get you, man.
Hey. Yo, man.
Doesn't go through
Peyton.
your clothes. You're good.
Man,
You
could
wanna
be
sit
in
right
pretzels
for this
your-
camera? Will you be
walking
in-
down the
Oh
aisle?
yeah.
You gotta be right
I'm
next
gonna
to.
hold Jonte.
Yeah, great.
Do
No.
the travel hold.
Yeah, just hold him.
It's not
No,
that bad.
hold him. Hold him.
It really
No, you. Hey,
Hold
you
him.
will be walking
No, dude,
crutches
get him,
on
dude,
your way.
get him, dude.
Ready? You ready for this?
Oh, that wasn't that bad.
See, it's not so bad.
Wait,
See that, Jonte?
Oh, that hurts, but yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
you smell
hold
the
on,
flesh. Can't
hold
you
on.
smell the burning?
When he says do it again, that doesn't mean poke.
It
That's
kind
what
of
Do
does.
you smell the burning?
It kind of does a little bit.
It burns the skin. It burns the skin a little bit.
He
And
likes
he
it.
smiled when he said that.
And
it
he
burns.
likes
It burns
it.
the skin a little
He
bit.
likes
That's one of
it.
the like
Okay.
the extras that it comes with.
William,
I
for
like
those,
it. It burns my skin.
For those of you listening, William just came back from his trip. in
Yo,
Scotland.
hey,
Okay.
no, we have to switch. seats.
Okay, I'll switch with you.
Are you
Get him,
serious?
dude,
I'm
get
not
him.
gonna
Get
do
It's
nothing.
like willy nilly.
Get him,
It's like
bro.
someone with a weapon that's just like, you know.
Get him.
hey,
We're going to the
hey.
fucking Congo. We're living the
Let's
Congo.
do
We're gonna get you on
and
a
me, let's do
silverback
this.
gorilla.
Dude,
if I
you
s-
and me.
I-
You and me.
I pray to the Almighty God that a
Do it again?
dude, you're a sex offender.
I'm looking good, you bro.
All right.
Hey, let's keep it away from.
Isaiah's the one I should be concerned about. Look at him. Like, Arthur Fleck is based off Isaiah Adams. So, William just came back from Scotland. William, you had a paranormal experience in Scotland.
It was fun. I
So
went
talk
on
about it.
a little
Really?
tour. It's a part in Scotland, the town, the capital, Edinburgh.
Right.
And the street that I went to is called Niddry Street, Niddry Street. And underneath that street, there were vaults that were built. And they were built in about the 17th century, if I remember correctly. And they were built to house the slums and like the poor people of the town. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's how creepy it looks. I was standing right there, not inside the circle, because
Look how
apparently
scary that is.
To
So that
house the
stone circle,
slums?
so it houses. So no police or like anyone who was not poor went there. So a bunch of crime happened, heinous things happened down there, and in the 19th century, it was closed down and locked up for 100 years until the 1970s, where they opened it back up and started like giving tours and stuff. But it supposedly has a lot of paranormal activity that goes on. It was on like Most Haunted and
I love it. Yeah.
and I
Ghost
think
Adventures.
Ghost Adventures did
Yeah.
an episode there too.
So you went and you
naturally.
did the tour at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
correct?
it was. So they have the tours split up into like scariest to non-scariest, I guess. And the scariest tour, I told her I want the scariest tour that you have.
Wow.
And she was like, oh, 10 p.m. That's our last tour.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. You would, Jonte, you just said you'd go to the scariest tour. You would 100% not go for the scariest tour.
I would.
No, I don't believe that.
For the fun.
I asked you in the beginning,
For the fun.
before the podcast, I asked you, I was like, so Jonte, are you into scary shit at all? And you're like, oh, no, not really. And I was like, oh, well, that's the end of that conversation.
Can I do the online tour? That's Jonte.
That's hilarious. No, but it was 10 p.m. on a Monday night. So like even walking there, like so we meet on like the High Street, which is like the royal road that
High
leads
Street.
to Queen Victoria's place where she stays, Queen Elizabeth, where she stays when she visits the city. And then we go to the Niddry Street, and we go into a room that's right outside the vaults, and it houses a bunch of like torture equipment and stuff, and they're housed in like glass encasings, and that's where we felt like a lot of the stuff going on.
Wow.
And I was like trying to really feel out the tour beforehand, because I was just like in Scotland and I was in nature and I was really like kind of in tune with everything. It felt really good. I was by myself, so I was kind of
We're
really
doing this.
really like I was really focused on everything and how I felt about it. And so in the room I was like trying to vibe it out. I was like, okay, this corner is
You can feel it.
this corner is heavy over here. So I started walking over there, and there's 4 other people in the group, plus the tour guide. So it's kind of a small group.
Right.
Yeah.
And they all kind of spread out around the room, and I go choose that corner, and she starts talking about, the paranormal activity that they've had in the room, as well as like the history behind the torture equipment. And she was talking about how she counted 12 times in that room in one spot where someone has fainted on separate occasions. 12 times just for her giving the tours, not including the other tour guides. And she pointed right next to me in the corner. And my body felt really heavy, and I was like trying not to make it like I was not trying to give her anything, because I didn't want her to read me and play off of it and kind of enhance the experience, if you will. And so
Devil.
I tried to like kind of play it off and like, okay, that's very
that's
interesting
enough,
information. And then later on, I eventually just had to kind of walk around and move, because it was like heavy feelings in there. And the actual vaults themselves, when you step in, it's super damp and super dark. And
Is it damp?
Damp. Yeah, like there's moisture in the air. And that stone circle that you were looking at, the way she was explaining to us is whenever they did like kind of the good energy, like rituals for the vaults, whenever they started giving tours, they like had a specific vault where they put a bunch of stuff in. They wanted to put all that good energy stuff in there, because they said that was the worst room. And so they had this stone circle in there, and the way she described what the stone circle does is a Ouija board kind of opens windows to other realms and allows spirits to enter. This is supposed to do the opposite and encapsulate and capture a spirit or entity.
I want to do a Ouija board so bad.
No.
I want to see a demon or a ghost in front of me.
So
You should get it tattooed on your chest. A Ouija board.
No. Tattoos are permanent.
I would do what you did in a group with you guys. I would do that with you guys.
That's it.
Ouija board.
You do a
hell no.
Oh,
That's it, dude.
I thought you were
Hell
going to
no.
say you do a Ouija board.
No.
right, let's go.
Me neither, man.
But I'll do
I
that
wish you
tour
said-
thing in
no,
the group.
no.
I
Gotcha.
would. But Ouija board, nah.
Why, man?
Nah.
I'll do it.
That's
Open
it,
up-
dude.
I don't need to open up any-
I also want to say the tour guide, she was a bit like eccentric, if you will, and like kind of calling out to ghosts like throughout the tour. And I'm like,
was
I'm
like,
thinking
"No."
to myself, if I was a ghost or a spirit or entity here or whatever, I'd be freaking annoyed by this. Like, I would want to attack people. Like,
Right.
no, this is not chill. Don't do this here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I would love
So-
to be like, no.
You experienced that. Was there anything else? Like, did you hear sounds?
Yeah,
Or did-
there was a specific moment where I was like, oh, that wasn't someone in the building. That came from the room we were just in, and that was not. And we're all here. There's no one that like. And,
what was
yeah,
the sound? Was it somebody
footsteps?
Like legit footsteps?
Like playful, almost playful, heavy footsteps. And
Can you do
yeah.
it right here?
It was like the first couple were, and then we all kind of stopped and we like, we looked at each other, and I look in the hall, and she looks down the other way, and I'm like, that's coming from right there. And then she looks like she's about to say something, and then we hear,
See, but here, I'm sorry. Here's the deal. We all work in Hollywood.
for sure,
Let's hear it, Jonathan.
for sure. I was in that room, and we walked right into the
But
vault.
effects, I mean-
for sure.
Here's the thing. I told when William was telling me this. Let's just say this first of all. William, for those of you listening, is not the type of person who is fantastical.
Right.
He's not the type of person who just believes anything right on the get-go. He has an older brother who works in the entertainment industry,
God.
so he knows how things work. He knows the special effects
Right.
things. He's a pretty grounded person, and he's a pretty realistic. I need proof.
At least I
evidence.
try to be.
Right.
Right.
So, when he's telling me all this, even I know him.
That's a lot. To
I'm
say.
like, okay, I still have to experience it for myself
Yeah.
to make a grounded decision. And I know you're listening and maybe think this is bullshit, maybe you think it's real, but I totally get the people who still are skeptical because we know how easy it is nowadays to fake things.
Right.
Who's in
For
on
sure.
it, who's not. But I trust your judgment.
This
That
is-
being
I mean,
said-
I get pranked
Yeah.
by you all the time, so
You wouldn't just
I
do
don't
this
trust
for
anything.
no reason.
And if you're wondering about like the production value of the tour, this isn't like a tour that you get at Hollywood Studios or something.
Right.
This is a
Wait, where's
street
Hollywood
tour.
Studios?
Yeah.
No, where is Hollywood Studios?
And Universal City,
Oh, got it.
right? Universal Studios.
no,
Sorry, Universal
sorry.
Studios.
Okay.
That's right.
That's fine.
Okay.
Peyton, can you edit that part out too as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you, man, because it ruined the whole show.
Yeah.
Everything that we've done.
Everything that it ruined.
No,
it.
but this
Thanks,
isn't
man.
this isn't like a tour that looks like it has the extra money to really go the extra mile and give the guests that
Right.
experience anyways. Yeah, and this is like we were blowing candles out on the way out, you know, because we're the last tour.
But was that more a theatrical thing?
What, the candles you mean? Or
Yeah, blowing the candles out.
It could be, not really though, not
Obviously.
really, because they don't run electrical wires down there,
Right.
You know. Anyways,
But they set the candles. I mean, they lit the candles, right?
yeah. No,
no,
there's
no.
like it's
Okay.
like built like
The ghost lit the candles,
Okay.
obviously.
But
Are
yeah,
you
she told us like she told us a bunch of like horrendous stories that happened down there that are true.
Right.
And you can't think of those stories and not have some sort of emotion come after you. So whether it is just a feeling or if it's echoes of an energy or spirit or an actual ghost or a demon, whatever it is, it might be a mixture of those things. You
Right.
feel something.
The horrendous stories, like the rape that went down there.
Yeah, rape, murder, torture, anything went
Are
down.
you-
Like that was the
Right.
place to
Did
do
you laugh
crime.
then?
You laughing at that?
And left it.
Well, that's weird.
And the fact that it kind of festered for 100 years, that also adds to it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
There was another.
not
There
me.
was another thing, but
Jonathan,
we've
sorry.
already gone.
Sorry.
Hey, he was
Yeah,
looking
no,
at
no,
me.
no.
he was
No,
looking
I
at
can
me
tell you
as
guys
if
are
I
getting
was
bored with
breathing. No, you were looking at me as if that was me making that breathing noise.
No,
You
no,
weren't.
no,
You know,
no.
That's Arthur Fleck. You know who that is. Why would I?
I
Does
thought
that
for
sound
some
like
reason,
me?
just because the headphones are
Right,
throwing me
but
off.
does that sound like something I would do?
Jonte.
Oh, all right. Hey,
This is gonna help.
play back the tape.
But yeah, overall,
I don't have any tape.
overall a cool experience. I mean, the actual city is so old too. So, yeah,
That's fascinating.
yeah, it's really cool.
I would be down to do that as a group.
I recommend
Me
it
by
with
myself with a
because I
tour
was by
guide? No.
myself, and that made it a little bit more. Kind of made me feel like I had to be more courageous because I am by myself. And So that was
an
fun.
experience. And that,
Yeah.
I will say this. I'd be down to do Queen Mary with you.
Yeah,
with you
I'll be
guys.
down for that.
Oh, yeah.
In Long
Isn't that
Beach?
haunted?
Yeah, yeah.
That's haunted, right?
Yeah, that
It
is
has some
haunted.
history. Yeah.
So maybe we should do a Long Beach Queen Mary experience, and then afterwards we talk about maybe sometime toward the end of the year. Maybe we try to do some kind of haunted tour. That'd be fun.
It is almost Halloween. It is this week.
Right, but when this airs, it's afterwards.
For
so-
sure, okay.
But for the next guy's night,
And it's gonna be crazy because I'm gonna be the one like, okay, guys, there's nothing really here, and then
thing.
Josh and Wesam's gonna be all freaking out, all like weirded out, you know.
You got to be strong for them.
I guess so.
man, I hope tonight you see a ghost.
Dude, I can't wait till you see a ghost, bro. I can't wait.
I hope you have sleep paralysis tonight. Okay.
I literally hope the devil comes.
Damn, that's
Come on.
that's intense.
Come on.
Devil.
Remember
He's
when
just
we
going
Sleeps upon you,
Do you remember
motherfucker.
when we watched that movie Devil? We did.
With the elevator.
The elevator movie?
I remember when.
Yeah.
So we're watching one of my favorite horror films of all time.
That was his chair.
Oh my god, that sounded like a kid, and I was like, oh no, I'm scared. We're
The
literally
Adobe ghost.
we're at like almost 10:30 at night here, and in the studio by ourselves. I'm like, oh, there's probably a ghost here right now. There's a kid that I heard like, oh, there's a demon kid. So, and by the way, imagine
Sorry.
if we did see like ghosts outside of this room, we'd spend the night here.
I would try to figure out how to get out this window.
I know it's double paned, and there's
I'll
no way we're
open
getting
that
out.
door,
No way
dude.
you would do it.
They're more
You'd be
scared
I'll
of
just run
you
through
than
it.
you are of them.
You'd be stuck, dude.
So, what I was saying.
Come on, man. I'm
Sorry, man. Don't tell me what to do on my show, okay? It's got real. What was I saying?
Devil.
Devil. Oh, we were watching the movie Devil
devil.
back in our old place.
Old place.
And it was getting really, really
Good.
good. And it was like the climax of the film, right? So, spoiler alert if you don't want to hear about what happens in the movie Devil. We're at the climax, and it's fucking scary at this point, and we're just like at the edge of our seats. All of a sudden, wait, did you hear the sound at the door first, or no? Was it Penny first that happened?
No, the door first because the door was when Penny came. Because Rachel brought Penny, so it was the door first.
Gotcha. So Jonte hears like the door handle start jiggling. He didn't know that one of our roommates' girlfriends had a key yet. So
no
he kind of
idea.
looks over and he's like, "Oh, maybe I'm just imagining it." And the door starts opening, and he's like, "Oh, oh
I didn't do that. But what I did do, I was the first one out. I saw the handle move, and I bolted.
no!" He thought the devil
out.
was there.
I
Devil
was
coming in.
out. I ran to the room to get the weapon that you got me for Christmas, which was a knife.
my gosh.
But I ran to the room to get that knife because I didn't know what was happening. I just know everyone that had a key, everyone that lived in that house was in that living room, and that door was opening.
Right.
I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't staying to find out. I was going to get the knife and then handle business. That's all.
So after we settled down from that incident, we're back in the movie, and then I feel
Wait. First, we should set it up. So Rachel, Travis's girlfriend, our roommate's girlfriend, comes in
Yeah.
with the dog. I was like, okay, cool. She puts the dog upstairs, locks
Yeah.
it in a room, and then she joins us to watch the rest of
Right.
the movie.
So we're watching it, we're continuing the film, and it's getting scarier, and we're at a really scary part. I'm at the edge of my seat. I've suspended all my disbelief. I'm living in this magical, like, story, and then I feel on my arm this furry, live thing. I don't know what it is, but it's just like fur moving, and I'm like, oh, this is an entity of some sort, and I just go, oh! And then that scares Jonte, that scares the dog, it causes a chain reaction, and we're like, oh no, it's just the dog, it's just the dog, it's just the dog.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh.
But I go, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's the story.
I yelled too.
It was great. We got scared. Anyway. You had to be there.
That's the Halloween episode right there. There it is.
Real quick, should we even do current events? What do you think, Fane?
We did. I feel like we did.
We kind of did with
did
the ISIS.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do like a couple current
wanna do
events
that
to wrap
one
this
you
thing
sent
up.
me?
And yeah, we'll call it a night because we want to grab some In-N-Out. We're fucking hungry.
We
right
are
now.
starving.
Let's do some In-N-Out after this. Peyton, again, I know I mentioned this in the beginning of the show. Peyton, thank you for joining Wesam's World. Let's give it a
Thank
round
you
of
all.
applause. We wish
Thank
Michael
you.
was here.
I
Let's-
know. Shout out to
Michael.
Michael.
R.I.P.
Miss
Let's
you.
watch him too.
But
Yeah.
did we really miss him?
Oh,
Sorry,
We did
sorry,
Dante!
sorry. That was a joke. I love me some Michael. I love Michael.
You what? You love you some Michael?
Like
some
in
of that
the
Michael.
family context.
Oh, okay.
Get some of that, Michael.
What, man? It's okay. We love you either way, dude. We love you either way.
You love Michael.
All right, Peyton, what do we got for current events?
Not to change the tone from happy to sad at all, but you and me were talking about this one today. Sadly, an Iowa woman died after a gender reveal party explosion.
They asked for it. Finally,
Went
it's
wrong.
bound to happen.
Wait, what? It's bound to happen. Wait, what?
There's been so many.
That's true.
This is a
this
viral
article
thing.
does
Wait,
talk
what's
about
been so many? I'm so confused.
They always do these gender reveal
the
things.
gender reveal
Sure,
like
but-
explosions. There have been accidents over and
Finally
over.
someone
People
died
will
from
do
it.
these insane like
They-
explosions, and with this incident, like debris shot
Sad.
out and killed her. And
the,
it's just
the mom to be?
the mom to be is now pronounced dead, because the gender. Are you laughing at this, Wesam? Is this funny to you? Is it?
Yo, this is sad.
I'm not laughing at this. I'm sorry. It's horrible, tragic event.
You're laughing at me?
No,
It's the beer.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. This is such a weird current event. to do.
It's sad. That is a
It's
sad,
sad.
thing.
Jonte's face.
I'm so confused. I didn't know these things can end in
I didn't
death.
know either.
Is there a video?
No, no.
Okay.
This is from a year ago.
Hey.
Is it really from
What
a year
was the
ago?
explosion?
Not this article, but there was another gender reveal a year ago that caused like a car to catch on fire, and I lost my mouse. Oh, there it is.
The
And
these gender reveals are getting out of hand. You know why? There was a forest fire that one of the guys, the rangers, he was responsible. Like he works with like these kind of stuff, and his gender reveal for his son caused a forest fire that caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage that he has to pay, and he's in debt now.
Why
For
can't
a
they
gen-
just do like cupcakes or something?
yeah,
Why-
just do the balloon thing. You know how people do the
Yeah.
balloons? Just do something simple. What are these?
Caused the forest fire,
explosions?
right? He caused the explode. Like why? Yeah, it's a boy.
You remember the video I sent you
are gonna do.
of the
Look
of,
at
like, a parody of gender
Oh.
reveal?
Yeah. Like they burn
Oh.
out their tires, like, okay, we know it's a boy.
Uh-oh.
No,
What
I don't think I
happens?
know yet.
Wait, car
This looks
catches.
like
Oh, this
it's
catches fire.
This does not
Yeah.
look like it's going to be good. Back up.
Like, we
Guys,
got
back
it.
up.
It's a boy. We got it. It's a boy.
Smoke all in the person's face.
cut off the
Hey,
car.
man, you're. Derek, turn off the car, man. We know it's
Why
a
are
boy.
they driving
Dude,
in
you
zigzags?
Why is this
Oh
guy
my
running
God.
with it?
Garrett.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Of
Oh
course.
wow! Wow!
What? How did we get to that?
Look at the fire.
It's just too much blue.
Oh.
See what I mean? It's
Oh,
there. It is.
Oh.
Yep.
It's like Back to the
Not so
Future.
The tires popped.
These are idiots, man. I'm sorry. I don't need that. I don't care. Let the doctor tell. You know what I want? I want the doctor to tell me so I can afford the proper clothes and
Yeah, and then just
whatever.
tell the family.
It's gonna be.
Why did that become a cultural thing? I don't get how that became a thing.
We don't have.
We're bored.
Well, yeah. I think William's right. People are bored in this country. It's first world
Yeah.
luxuries.
Because we were pretty happy with just boy or girl.
Are those? Wait. Well.
No, I mean,
Well,
just
there
sharing-
are many other. I'm just kidding.
No, continue, William.
Genders.
I mean, all right. I'm not.
That was
okay.
a joke. I was joking.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Sure. All
That was
right.
a joke.
Yeah. Sure.
Another current event we have is
Yeah.
Just really.
That got real.
Really got-
real quick.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah, just-
of any other genders, but go ahead, Peyton.
this is a guy. He
Arthur
had.
Fleck over there.
Oh, everybody's upset with it. Dude, I don't fucking care. Tweet at me. I don't give a shit. I only
this
know
guy-
two genders. Go ahead, man.
This guy accidentally.
This is a South Park episode.
This is me at my, to be honest with you, I barely have any filters left in my life. I love and respect everybody. You work hard, you're a good person, awesome. Educate me. I don't know. Change my mind. All right, good.
Yo, this is like me when you suggested ladybugs to me.
Wait, watch this guy accidentally
My
balls.
entire house was
Balls.
infested with ladybugs because of
Little
Wesam's
balls.
suggestion.
First of
Yeah.
all,
Ladybugs are good, aren't they?
Hey,
No, not when it's like thousands of them.
No.
No.
thousands?
Yes.
Thousands?
Yes.
That must have been beautiful.
I asked you to
Hundreds.
purchase thousands of ladybugs?
Hundreds, maybe. No, you said a canister.
Yeah.
That canister produced like thousands. Man,
Thousands.
I was getting rid of ladybugs like for like 10 straight hours.
What,
Yes.
What harm do they do?
They're in. Okay, you be in your house and you see on your ceiling hundreds of ladybugs.
Oh my
That
Your
wasn't-
wall,
that wasn't the question.
Hundreds
Shit.
of ladybugs on the floor.
Oh my
hundreds of. What do
gosh.
you do?
What were the ladybugs for?
So it was like an ant having
Because
an
I had
ant problem.
aphids. I had it. Not me. The plants. Whatever.
You were. I get what you were trying to do.
It sounds like an STD. Yeah, I had it. I had it.
At aphids, ladybugs cure it. I just had to get me a bunch of ladybugs.
No, not me. I didn't have. I didn't,
Hey, obviously not you.
not everyone knows what aphids are.
Yeah, it does sound like a condition.
But
This one-
this guy, he thought it'd be a good
STI.
idea to pour gasoline in a hole in his yard.
Oh, let's see
And
the
then
video.
throw matches.
Is there a video?
That's
down.
stupid.
I think there's a
And-
video.
Stupid.
Oh,
He's stupid. Why
you
would
fucked
you
up
do
his
that?
yard.
The entire yard blew.
Oh my God.
He dug a little hole, but his entire yard blew. Look at the dog. Look at the dog.
Idiot.
The dog. Watch the dog. The dog is chilling. Don't know what's going on. Think his master is dumb. Where did the
could've
dog?
hurt his
I
dog.
don't know where the dog went.
Oh,
the dog
I
was
saw
out.
it.
Behind
the dog
Yo,
is okay.
that dog is my hero. He was gone.
There
It's
he
like,
is.
no.
Dude. And Matt, I want his wife to come out and be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I was just trying to.
But the thinking behind that is so idiotic. Like you have to admit,
Like, I'm gonna burn the entire colony?
gasoline.
I'm gonna run.
You're gonna pour gasoline straight into the ground.
Side note, I saw a video on E-Bumps World. This poor woman, the gasoline pump wouldn't stop
Pumping gas.
pumping
Oh,
gas out,
no.
and the look on her
no.
face. This poor woman. She was like looking, and she was looking around, and it was just pouring into the parking lot. And she's like, doesn't know if she should let it go or keep like.
What do you do?
Exactly.
I would
This lady.
flag I would put that down and just flag the attendant. Like,
Isn't there an
they-
emergency stop?
They should have an emergency
Right.
like inside a valve or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off
And then
by
I'll be
myself
nervous.
in my room.
And then I will push my car out. I'll have someone help me push my, because I don't want to start, like, turn the ignition around all that gas.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Why do you tell me shut up? That's so
Because the way
rude.
you're looking at me,
You're so rude,
you're
Jonte.
like ready to make fun of me.
I'm not. Dude, I would never make fun of you.
You would never, dude.
I've never made fun of you. I would never make fun of my friends.
Never, dude.
This man's been drinking a lot.
Fuck you. That's the way it ends. Is that my song?
I know.
for
What
the
is
show?
that?
What is that? Is that the
Yeah.
song for the show? You wrote it, and you're not singing it correctly.
Yeah. That's the melody.
In and out.
Yo.
There it is.
Shit. Get him.
Don't do
Get
that.
him.
I just want you not to jump anymore. That's my goal in life.
My reactions have nothing to do with you.
Get him.
Nothing.
He just had a
I'm living my life. You
had
live yours.
a cold.
Can I
Cold
s-
shiver.
Can I say this? This is my favorite episode up to date of any podcast I've ever done in my life. No
Even
joke.
more than Japan.
Yeah,
Even more than a stupid Sparky shit that
Yeah.
you do.
yeah. This was an amazing episode.
Japan.
Wait, hey, talking to the mic for the love of God, Arthur.
Who is Arthur?
I just wanna.
Arthur Flett.
You know we're not the only show that's in here.
When whoever comes in here next
What?
week, no, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll get aphids from Josh.
Brett Dabbridge.
Oh, man.
Brett
What,
Dabbridge show.
dude?
All right. Well, guys, what do you say? We grab
What?
some In and Out. Sound
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
All
Grab
right,
some
guys.
In-N-Out.
Hey, Peyton.
About to get that
Let's play this out.
double.
Yep.
Peyton, you the man.
Pay him.
Don't worry, we're
Pay
gonna
him.
play out.
Pay him.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Pay
thank-
him.
Thank Yeah, okay, I see it. I see it. Okay, everybody shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm trying to do the outro. And he keeps talking. Jesus M. Christ. M. Christ? His middle name's Michael? I don't know.
Michael
H.
Christ.
Does Jesus have a middle name?
Jesus,
Horatio.
Jesus
Hey,
H.
listen, man,
Christ.
Michael
All
Christ.
right, whatever. Hey, thank you, Adobe Radio. Thank you, Nice Guy Digital. Thank you, Peyton, for coming in today. Michael, we missed you. Steph, thank you for everything you do. Thank you to our new Patreon supporters. Thank you to Mumford for the beer that you graciously provided for us today. We appreciate it. What are you pointing at?
Thank you for the cleaning staff to
Yeah, thank you for the cleaning staff at Adobe for saving Jonte's old mug.
Hydro
Old mug,
Flask.
old flask, whatever it's called. Jesus. Hey,
So annoying.
I love everybody in here. Thank you, Jonte, Isaiah, William, Peyton. You guys are very special to me. I love doing these things. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk. Bye.